We're following stories from across Michigan tonight. In Norton Shores, a 22-year-old bakery employee has pleaded no contest after being accused of putting pieces of a metal cooling rack into bread. Adam Brooks was arrested in March after other employees at the bakery notified management. Authorities say none of the bread with metal in it ended up available for purchase or consumption. Brooks will be sentenced on December 9th. The Detroit Water Ice Factory is giving out free gourmet popcorn today in celebration of the launch of their new product line.
That's right. Customers can enjoy free samples of Detroit Water Ice Factory's freshly made brown bag popcorn in a new array of flavors. Free samples of the new flavors of their rice pudding also available. They've been out at their flagship location at One Campus Marcia since noon today, and they will continue giving samples for another 4.5 minutes till 6 o'clock tonight. So hurry. All right, Local 4 News at 6 is coming up next. We continue to follow updates on the breaking news from Manhattan, where an attack on a crowd is being investigated as a terrorist attack, and we will have a live report on that next.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news from the Lower West Side of Manhattan in New York City. At this hour, at least 8 people are dead. Officials are probing terrorism as a motive as you look at live pictures from the scene as we get started here at 6 o'clock. Topping our news tonight, this is what it looks like from the ground. You see a large police presence at this hour.
And this is happening just blocks away from the 9/11 memorial. Police briefed us on the investigation not long ago, declaring this is, in fact, a terror investigation. Steve Garagiola following the very latest for us from the newsroom. Steve, what are officials saying at this hour?
Well, Devin and Karen, here is the very latest from New York. On this incident, the FBI is now treating as a terrorist attack. 8 people confirmed dead, up to a dozen others injured. Just after 3 p.m., a man drove a Home Depot rental truck the wrong way on a bike path that runs along the West Side Highway in Lower Manhattan. He struck a number of people on the path, killing 8. The man eventually crashed the truck into a school bus. 2 adults, 2 children on that bus were injured, but those injuries are non-life-threatening. The man jumped out of the truck and fired 2 guns, now identified as a pellet gun and a paintball gun. A responding police officer shot the man in the abdomen, and that man was taken into custody. In a briefing about a half hour ago, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said New Yorkers will see an increased police presence, but he emphasized there is no evidence of a wider plot. He called New York an iconic symbol of freedom around the world that will not bend to terrorists.
We've lived with this before. We felt the pain before. We feel the pain today. But we go forward together, and we go forward stronger than ever. We're not going to let them win.
Well, and I think all Americans feel the pain for New Yorkers right now. Just moments ago, President Trump tweeted about the attack, saying, quote, "In NYC, looks like another attack by a very sick and deranged person. Law enforcement is following this closely." And then in all caps, he tweeted, "Not in the USA." We will continue to follow developments from New York City. And of course, NBC News will have extensive coverage on nightly news immediately following this newscast. Devin, Karen, back to you.